Hello family, in this video I'm getting ready to show you my 4 a.m. morning routine as a full-time grad student and entrepreneur. Waking up at 4 a.m. did not come naturally to me. It is actually something that the Lord called me to do earlier this year, and I am so grateful that I was able to do it because now I have so much more time in the morning to spend time with God, but also to pour into myself. We know that the days can go by so quickly, and really if you don't do a lot of things in the morning, by the end of the night you're exhausted and fatigued. And so one of the things that has really helped me to wake up this early is making sure that I have a proper nighttime routine. If you were not planning out your evenings, it will be very difficult for you to wake up on time, especially if you're going to bed around 12 or 1 a.m. and expecting yourself to wake up at 4 a.m. It is not possible. You will crash and not be consistent. So the foundation for a great morning routine starts with a nighttime routine. Now, I always start my morning time off with quiet time with the Lord because this is the foundation of my life and of my day. The Lord is all-knowing and He knows exactly what is going to happen in every part of my day. So seeking Him first just allows me to make sure that my day is starting on the right foot and that I am prioritizing Him above all things. Now, my quiet time can look differently each day, but usually it starts off with an in-depth Bible study after my prayer walk, and then I'll use my Cast Your Cares guided journal to make sure that I am just reflecting on what I've read, but also making sure that I'm taking inventory over the thoughts that are coming through my mind. This is a dual-purpose journal that allows me to do both. I am a big advocate for practicing mind management because as someone who used to struggle with anxiety and overthinking, we have so many thoughts that go through our mind, and if we are not taking those thoughts captive and also just being aware, we start to experience spiritual warfare without realizing it, and that can be very heavy. And so doing all of this in the morning has really helped me mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and in every single other area of my life. Now, my quiet time isn't always aesthetic and perfect. Sometimes I'm just spending all this time just worshiping at the feet of the Father, crying it out, and just being with the Lord. There's other times where I'll just sit silently with the Lord, but usually there's a combination of all of those different things happening. Even if I wake up late, which definitely happens sometimes, I still try to make sure that I'm getting in my quiet time with God, even if it doesn't look perfect. And so if you're someone who feels like you don't have a lot of time to spend with the Lord in the morning, I encourage you to just start with 10 minutes. It will make such a big difference, and then work your way up. After my quiet time with God, I go ahead and check my Mental Garden Notion template just to make sure that I'm on track with all of the tasks for the day. Once I finish checking off my to-do list, I'm going to go ahead and get ready for the gym. I've been working out 3 times a week at the gym doing strength training, and then each day I try to walk for at least 45 minutes on my walking pad. And I'm usually able to do that between the 30 minutes in the morning, and then sometimes I'll walk even longer when I'm working while I'm walking. But I really enjoy going to the gym and doing the strength training. It has helped me not just physically, but emotionally, mentally, and spiritually as well. I have not always loved going to the gym, but seeing the improvements in my eating habits and my overall energy levels and even my focus, it makes it all worth it. It took me some time to be consistent, and there are definitely some times where I fall off, but I just continue to show up and remember that the results will be worth it. It's discipline over motivation. Alrighty, I just got home from my workout. It's about 7:35 right now. I had a really good workout. I just love getting it in the morning because honestly, by the time I get home, it's like 6:30, and from 6:30 to 9:30, the time flies by. So if you can get up early, I know it's a sacrifice, and get your workout in, please do it. I am actually a night person. I could stay up till 1 or 2 in the morning, but earlier this year, the Lord had me start waking up at 4 a.m. And this is before I even knew that I was going to enroll in school. And so I am so grateful that I was able to get up early because I was able to marinate my chicken for for dinner, and I was able to spend my time with God and get my workout in. And so yeah, like I said, let me go get in the shower and then I'll check back in with you guys. Bye. Alrighty, I am freshly showered. It is about 8:03 right now. For those of you who are perfectionists and hate the off timelines, hey listen, this is realistic. Everything can't be done exactly at the half-hour mark. So I'm getting ready to get ready for the day. I do not have a complicated routine. Honestly, in the mornings now, because of school, I just want to get my stuff done. So I don't even put on anything besides sunscreen. But I have a meeting today and I'm going to continue filming. So I am going to do like my bare minimum base. So that starts off with sunscreen. Of course, this is the Black Girl Sunscreen 30 SPF. And I'm just going to let the B-roll play while I do my routine. Okay, so I had to do my brows off camera because I need to touch them up so they're a little messy, but nonetheless, I used the Lift and Snatch NYX brow tint pen. I need to get it in dark brown, but I have it in black. And so what I do is I just take a little bit of the paper towel and just kind of wipe it before I do it, so it's not like super dark. And then I just have a hair store pencil. Y'all know I love the hair store pencils. They look like this. They have the little sharpener, and this is like the darkest brown that matches like my brow hair. But all I'm gonna do now is I'm going to do a lip stain so I can do my lip combo. So I've been using the Huda Beauty lip stain in the color Rich Brown. I always like to put some like lip gloss on a little bit earlier just to moisturize my lips, because I don't like when I try to put like the NYX Butter Gloss just on my bare lips. I feel like it dries my lips out, so I always start with this. I use the NYX. This is in the color Creme Brulee. And then I use the clear lip gloss from the hair store because it is the most moisturizing one. It's the coconut oil one. I also mix, let me see if I have it in here. Sometimes on the outside of my lips, I will use, not the outside of my lips, but like this part. I use the Creme Brulee in the middle part. And on the outside, I'll use, what's the color shade for this? This is Madeline on the outside because that's a little bit more nude. But the last thing I'm gonna do is put on this One Size powder. This is in the shade Sweet Honey, and I'm just gonna dab this around my T-zone. Alrighty, so this is going to wrap up my morning routine. Let's just pretend like this is what I looked like. I actually lost the rest of the footage, but typically I would just end my mornings by getting ready for the day, which I showed you, and then I'll go ahead and go to a coffee shop or the library. And so in this instance, I love this cute little local coffee shop, and I actually went with my sister to catch up on some work. Thank you so much for watching, and if you haven't already seen my nighttime routine video, I'll link it above and in the description box below. Thanks for watching. Bye!